Hello, everyone, and welcome to the State Farm Lone Star Face-Off right here in Central Texas, the home of the Texas Stars, and the site of tonight's game right here at Cedar Park Center. The in-state rivalry is going to continue here tonight. The Houston Aeros, Texas Stars reuniting once again, 11th meeting of the season. Josh Fisher alongside Brent Severin as we get ready for these two teams to clash once again. And here tonight, we're going to see a team that has clinched a playoff spot and 4 games away from entering the Calder Cup playoffs, and a team in Houston that is really mathematically eliminated, so it sets up an interesting thing tonight.
Yeah, for Houston, they're just trying to be the spoilers, and for the Texas Stars, this is a very confident team. Talking with them right before the game, they really want to make the push into the playoffs. They do have a lot of injuries coming to this game, which is a big concern of them, but in that last road trip, they really came together as a team, and they want to make this push into the playoffs.
And the push has been made interesting when we look at the West Division standings. Texas has made up some ground, a little bit of space between themselves and Rockford, to the point where Texas can possibly clinch home ice with a victory tonight. Still 4 points back of Chicago, a team that's trying to clinch the number 1 seed. Rockford clinched last night with a win over Lake Erie, and it sets up an interesting stretch run with Peoria only 3 points back of 4th place Milwaukee for the last spot.
Yeah, Milwaukee is the one. They've been struggling a little bit. They haven't done so well, but Peoria, 6 wins, 4 losses in the last 10. They're making that big push. For the Texas Stars, they're happy to be in second place. They're not too concerned about first. They just want to play well going into the playoffs.
And one guy that's been playing great for them lately has been Aaron Gagnon. The center leads the team in scoring with 27 goals, 31 assists, 58 total points on the year. He has really blossomed this year.
Yeah, we really like him. He's going to be 24 years old on the 24th of April. He leads the Stars in all offensive categories, and because of the injuries coming into this game, they will look to him to be the offensive leader, the offensive push from that area. He was the first ever Texas Star called up to the Dallas Stars, so he's leading that way, but he is a guy that, not a big guy, he will get in battle. As with anybody on this team, they're going to go in and try to fight their way to the net.
And when we talk about the Texas Stars having all the injuries, how about all the guys that have been called up for the Houston Aeros this year to Minnesota? I mean, you look at the movement: Cody Allman, Robbie Earl, Jamie Cyphers, Wade Dublowitz, and Anton Hudobin. Hudobin and Dublowitz just switched spots again today.
Yeah, they had almost 30 transactions the Houston Aeros did in that month of March, and very difficult for a team to develop consistency. They have had trouble throughout the year doing that, and when you got players going up and down, very difficult to do that.
And one of the Aeros we want to spotlight here in the pregame show is John DeSalvatore, a guy that seems as though every year you look, his stats are about the same. He's got 20 goals right across the line every year. This guy's got a great shot.
Yeah, he is consistently a guy that's going to bring that level of goal scoring, and with over 500 games at the American Hockey League level, when you talk to the management of the Minnesota Wild, they always talk about DeSalvatore is a guy that is a leader in the room downstairs.
Well, that hopefully will help set the stage for you a little bit more as we get ready for tonight's opening face-off right here from Cedar Park Center. Houston Aeros, Texas Stars coming up, the opening face-off of the State Farm Lone Star face-off. We'll be right back. Well, let's go ahead and get this started. As the referee for tonight's contest, Ryan Frazier, linesmen Brad Duncan and Randy Sappo, face-off set to go at center ice. The State Farm Lone Star face-off is officially underway from Cedar Park Center. As off the draw, the Aeros played along the right wing side, broken up at center, and it lands to Justin Falk. He winds up and sails it in on Brent Cron. Gloved it down and dropped it back off, and Dan Jansewski steers it off the right wing wall, and it's carried to center. Colton Sevier to Aaron Gagnon over the left wing line. He'll drop it off for Matthew Toussaint. He'll play it back down low behind the Houston net. Here's Gagnon, leading scorer for the Stars, working on the right wing corner of the Houston zone. There's Justin Falk in there on him, trying to jar that loose, and the puck comes free, and it's scooped up by Danny Ehrman, and the Aeros bring it to center as he left it for Andy Hilbert, who shuffles it all the way down and into the Texas zone. Both teams change 40 seconds into tonight's game. Texas, by the way, wearing the lighter colored jerseys for you watching at home, and Houston in the reds with the green trim, very similar to their parent club, the Minnesota Wild. As the puck floated back up through center, Stars chasing on it in, and back for this one for the Aeros as Marco Scandalo floated it back out on the right wing side, and Houston bringing it in right wing line into the Texas zone. Here's Tony Herkis, poked it back down low behind the Texas net. Aeros with control. John DeSalvatore back to the left point. Marco Scandala played it around the wall, and it caroms all the way back over to the left wing side, and it's held in at the right point. A wind up in a blast by Maxime Noureau, and the puck blocked down and flipped back out to center as the Aeros take control. Minute 20 into the first. We are scoreless as Noureau just named this week to the second team All-Star team for the American Hockey League, and obviously his offensive numbers as a defenseman are pretty indicative of that.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that gets a lot of shots toward the net, plays the specialty teams. A youngster just developing his defensive game, so he's a bright prospect for the Minnesota
Arrows
Wild.
working it around and behind the Texas net. Here's Andrew Hutchinson, chipped it along for Trevor Ludwig. He'll work it back on the left wing side, and the Stars shuffle it out towards center as Cody Chupp took the pass from Ned Lukasevic, who made his Texas Stars debut last night. The puck dumped down into the Arrows zone as Houston to work it back right to left. Here's Colton Gillies up the left wing side. He'll bring it into the Texas zone. Left circle, winding up. His shot deflected wide. Karam to the right point, and Ryan Gunderson holding it in momentarily before Colton Sevier almost had it out. Now it is at center, and it's poked along. Luke Gazdic had it and lost it. Arrows bring it back in on the left side. Here's J.M. Daou. Tossed it wide of the Texas net. Puck carried around to the right point, held in and fired right back down low by Jamie Cyphers. Puck on the left wing, Texas corner. Daou, left point for Falk. Right side now, thrown to the net by Cyphers. Glove save made by Cron. He'll hold on. And we'll get a whistle and a stoppage in play. 17:34 to go in the first period. It's going to be interesting to see how Texas plays tonight, especially when you look at the scratches for Texas here this evening. Scott McCullough still out with an upper body injury. Ray Sawada still out with a lower body injury. Landon Wilson, the captain of this team, who's only played in 8 games all season, which I think speaks volumes for the way this team has played, considering they've done it without their captain. And then you also talk about Warren Peterson, another veteran presence up front. Greg Rallo and Matthew Baudouin. That's 2 lines sitting out tonight. As the Stars clear one out towards center, and it rolls back into the Houston zone. Cyphers back for it, tipped behind the Houston net, and the Stars pick it up. Here's Sevier, right circle, threw it towards the net. Save made Kemper. We get a quick cover and a whistle and a stoppage in play as the Stars trying to jump on the rookie netminder a little bit early. We talk a little bit about the save here by the youngster Kemper in his second pro game.
Yeah, this is a real nice play by Sevier from behind the net. Checks his options out, has nothing available in front of the net. Some good hard battling. They chip it towards. We didn't see the shot on here, but you get bodies toward the net. Kemper is the youngster, only 19 years old. As you mentioned, second game. Played for the Red Deer Rebels of the Western Hockey League. So very excited to be here playing in his second professional contest.
Off the draw, Arrows shuffle it, and it went right up into the Houston bench. 17 minutes exactly to go here in the first period. Texas and Houston. The Stars currently leading the State Farm Lone Star face-off standings, and we don't want to spoil it for anybody, but nonetheless, Texas 15-5-0-1 against their in-state rivals, including an 8-1-0-1 record against Houston. Houston against their in-state rivals, Texas and San Antonio under 500 at 8-9-2-1. San Antonio suffered a loss last night here in this building in overtime, and San Antonio now 8-10-3 in the series as the Arrows work it down low on the doorstep. Robbie Earl chasing after one on the left wing half wall. It's poked away and controlled now on the half wall left side. Here's John DeSalvatore. Lost it as it was poke checked away back out to center. Here come the Stars through the neutral zone as it's dumped down low and in by Wattier, and the puck back over to the left wing Houston corner as Wattier played it behind the net. Centered in front. Lindgren in a quick chance in front for Karostin, and he snapped it wide. Puck worked back up towards center. Herkus played it off the far wall and down into the Texas zone. Zipping back for this one is Stars veteran defenseman Andrew Hutchinson as he circles back behind his own net. Out there with Mr. 500, Garrett Stafford, in his 500th professional game here tonight. As the puck worked back up the right wall at center, Cody Chupp, the rookie, collects on the right side and got it into the Houston zone, playing it down low to the corner. Lukasevic chasing as well. Puck back in along the end wall. Travis Morin pinned to the boards and lost the puck as the Arrows are going to try to get it back out on the right side. And Jamie Frazier pitched a backhander that the Stars collect back up in the neutral zone. Chupp to the right side for Travis Morin. In over the line, snapped it cross ice, and the play broken up offside against Texas. 15:48 to go in the first, no score. As the Texas Stars, kind of a mix and match lineup here tonight. We mentioned all the guys out, but I mean, what a great opportunity for guys like Ned Lukasevic, a youngster, and Cody Chupp. All these rookies that are getting all this extra ice time here tonight. Invaluable experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is that when you talk to the coaching staff and the trainers, they feel that a lot of those bodies that are injured right now will be back and ready for the playoffs. So nothing long term as far as they're concerned.
Stars left side of their own zone. They'll try to get it back out on the right wing side at center as Matt Stevenson played it ahead for Sergei Karostin. Lost it at center. Now it's worked back in on the left wing line into the Texas zone. Carson McMillan with a shot that's deflected wide. Karostin picks it up on the near wall and chips it back out to center on the right wing side. Pass off the mark as Jamie Cyphers breaking up the play. Check that, it was Frazier. And now Frazier with control on his own end on the near wall. A little hounded there by Kevin DiVirgilio, who flew in from Boise, Idaho today to catch up with the Stars, playing in his 10th American Hockey League game here this evening. As the Arrows bring it back in, left side, Chad Rue dropped it off Hilbert. His backhand pass to the blue line collected by Cyphers, and he'll drop it off on the right wing wall for Daou. Daou now on the right side. Works it around the wall. Puck caroms off the glass. Back around to the near side. Justin Falk forced to pinch. Can't hold as it's poked back out into the neutral zone by Karostin. And now the Arrows with control back in their own end. As they'll work it back out right to left, Jamie Cyphers. 7 points in 49 games played. Banked it down into the Texas zone, and we're going to get an icing call. A whistle and a stoppage in play. 14:37 to go in the first period. Texas and Houston scoreless. And is this like the old contest, whoever blinks first?
Well, the Houston team is doing a real good job of breaking out of their own end. They're finding the middleman, the centerman coming down, whether it's deep inside their own zone or inside the neutral zone. They're finding him, and they're getting a little bit more speed through the neutral zone. But once they get into that defensive zone, it is like saran wrap out there. Very difficult to get the pucks with any heaviness towards the net once they get into the Stars' end.
Stars working back to the blue line. Right point shot by Tyler Ludwig, whose twin brother Trevor, also a blue liner. Not to mention the sons of former Dallas Star Craig Ludwig, who is now part of the FSN Southwest Stars Insider crew.
And who is in attendance tonight.
Yes, he is here watching his twins play tonight. I'm sure he can tell them apart. We all can, based on the way their hair is, as the puck dumped down low and in. Trevor with the little high and tight, and Tyler Ludwig with the longer, more curly style of hair. It almost looks like some old 80s, late 80s hockey hair.
Everybody's favorite. For Tyler, he's a little bit different player. First of all, he's a right-handed shot, and he's got some great hands. When I talked to his dad yesterday about it, he's got some great hands, where Trevor is a better player on both sides of the ice, offensively and defensively. So both kids, boy, he's very proud when you're talking to Craig Ludwig yesterday and how excited he was to come down and watch his kids play on the same team. It's got to be a big thrill for both of them to play together.
Stars breaking up, bringing it in on the right wing side. Here's Pertu Lindgren to the high slot. Back to the left point. He'll drop it off, and now it's controlled. Stafford fired it to the net. Blocked by traffic. Loose puck kicked. And pinching on the right side, Stafford will hold down to the half wall. Back up top. A windup and a blast by Ethan Graham. Bounced off traffic into Salvatore, and the Arrows can't clear. Held in. Another point shot by Graham. Blocked off and picked back up. Arrows can't get it out. Nerose clearing attempt, blocked down to the point. Here's Graham holding, firing, tipped in front as Kemper deflected it to the corner. Now on the right wing side, Lindgren back to the left point. Graham up top for Stafford. Holding, stick handling to the right point. Now he'll shuffle it around the wall, down low and in. Stafford, one of those guys born in Los Angeles, California, affected tremendously by the addition of Wayne Gretzky to the Los Angeles Kings. There was a big influence on him getting involved in hockey. As a puck tied up along the near wall, centered in front. And now the Arrows, Robbie Earl with a broken stick, tossed it back out to center, and the Stars quickly collect. Arrows trying to change. Stars bring it in right side at Stafford. Carries it down the right wing wall. Stafford now turns and dropped it off back down low behind the Arrows net. Puck in the far corner, and one of the Stars came flying in it with Cody Chupp, who break it up and control left corner. Centered that one through the slot. Bank to the right side. A wind up and a blast by Stafford. Blocked down nicely there as he gets it back again. Duncan Milroy all over him. Stafford, right side, chipped it to himself and now banked it around the wall. Puck caroms all the way to the right side. As Ryan Gunderson and Cody Chupp jostle for this. Back to the left point, held in, and Tyler Ludwig snapped it wide to the Houston net. Puck on the near wall. Stars playing it back down low to the right wing corner. Duncan Milroy in there for Houston. Had it and lost it. Ned Lukasevic now cycling on the right wing side with Cody Chupp. On the right wing half wall. Chupp back to the right point. Dumped right back down low, in behind the net. Stars still controlling and cycling here. It's a lengthy cycle. Right circle, Morin. Cut off. Ludwig to the front of the net. Backdoor feed, and he just missed Lukasevic on a beautiful play. As a puck sent all the way down the length of the ice. We're going to get an icing call, a whistle, and a stoppage in play. 11:49 to go in the first period. What a great cycle there. It seemed as though they nearly pulled off a line change. Stafford instrumental, holding the puck in a few times at the blue line for him and working it down the right wall. But a nice play there by Tyler Ludwig, and he just missed Ned Lukasevic on the back door.
Well, Pertu Lindgren is the one who started this whole series off in the corner. He's been a monster down there, able to control the puck, find the openings, and there you see Tyler Ludwig, and that's what we were talking about. He's got a nice set of hands on him, pulls the move, but at the last moment, the puck trickles off his stick into the corner.
Kevin Virgilio with Luke Gazdic on the left and Colton Sevier on the right. Hutchinson back on the blue line with Trevor Ludwig. As off the faceoff, puck kicked on the near wall, Colton Sevier, and now Gazdic pokes it down low. Gunderson picks it up, and he's hit hard along the end wall. Back to the blue line, held in Hutchinson. Left side, quick shot by Trevor Ludwig, blocked wide. Puck tipped up and into the safety net and out of play. And 11:33 to go here in the first period. We're going to have to take a quick little break as we will be right back here at Cedar Park Center here momentarily Houston and Texas right here. You're watching the State Farm Lone Star Face-Off.